Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.
And that, my friend, is the story of how I tested positive to the cocoa on Monday evening.
Finally,
It's
you have
true.
arrived.
It's true. 50% of the Two Dads podcast is now a new statistic. So I needed to change
Now,
the
the
headset.
question is, how does someone who doesn't leave the house?
It just goes to show that the cocoa, you don't go looking for cocoa, it comes looking for you.
It's the Coco Loco.
The Coco Loco. So this is the reason why, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Two Dads podcast, episode 34 with myself.
And this is not a production meeting. We don't have
No.
a sound issue.
No,
We
not
are
at all.
both muffled. Bill with the cocoa and me
Hell, you want- you
recovering from the flu shot.
Oh, so you had. Oh, there you go. So yes,
I think I told you about this last week. Yeah, I had the super duper.
That's right. You had the upgrade.
Yeah. So the one where the pharmacist goes, well,
I got something special for you.
you can have you can have what everyone else gets, or else you can get the actual one.
I'm hoping this mute button works. So this is the reason why I got the different headset on, because I need a mute button.
Okay.
Because at night time
So
the cough settles
we've done the emo headset
Yes. So it's been
for the cocoa.
COVID quarantine here in the southeastern studios of the
studio.
Two Dads podcast.
Lockdown.
We've all been in lockdown. The entire family. The Smurfs are fine. The Athena of real estate is also a statistic, and that went down really well, if I can
Have
say.
we isolated whose fault it was?
Well, I don't go anywhere. So I can't understand how me. I am pretty convinced that the elder of the two Smurfs may have contracted it from school when
that's
she
fair
was
enough.
sick, and even though we did have her PCR tested and she tested negative to Coco, we tested her very early. She was extremely sick, but just don't know.
Okay.
Don't know. But the one
as
thing
long
I
as
can.
everyone's all right.
No, we're fine. The Athena real estate's copped it a bit bad today. Really bad fatigue, and coughing. It tends to be worse at night. Whereas I have lost my sense of smell and taste completely. Can't smell or taste a thing. So this mixed berry, I'm gonna take its word for it.
Smell what the rock's cooking, isn't it?
That's right. I'm gonna take its word. This mixed berry booch is good because I can't taste it.
It's the same, right?
I'm just saying.
You've got the mixed berry, wild berry.
I'm just saying I can't taste the damn thing.
To your health.
Look, I've been fine. I've been working. It's not as if I've been bedridden or anything. I've been fine. It's just
of course, because you're vaccinated, right?
Yeah, that's right.
It's amazing how that works.
I know. It's science. I mean, come
on.
It's
like science.
I know. So I've been, it's just been it's been a very stuffy, like the sinus is stuffy, but no aches, no pains, no sore throat, and been working normal hours. Fatigue at night, but then, that's pretty standard. But otherwise, here we are. Welcome to episode 34. And how are you recovering from the super duper get your money's worth
shot.
Jab of the Hutt?
Yeah. Where it was supposed to stop you from really getting sick.
Hasn't worked.
That was the idea.
You're recovering. Did you take a sick day?
It was just annoying.
Did you take a sick day?
I did not, sir. I did not.
No? You're not not a Gen Y
just
millennial
plowed through.
pussy?
No, plowed through.
Sorry.
Unlike the J-Man.
Oh, man. God. That would have been...
Oh, yeah.
Jesus.
I'm dying. I don't take pills.
You could have just sucked on kids' Nurofen. Stuff tastes good.
And the conversation with the pharmacist when I said, look, mate, I've got my 18-year-old son is at home. And obviously he needs to have, some form of Panadol. And the pharmacist was so cool. He's like, I don't know what's wrong with these kids. And I'm like,
pussies, man.
I had to buy the one for 1 to 5-year-olds.
Oh my goodness, man.
And we were having the argument. Not an argument, but we're having a conversation about how much an adult needs to have.
Oh, this is going to be a very long podcast of Of just silence from my end, from coughing.
In the end,
Sorry,
we
folks.
settled on that he basically needs to have half the bottle
Half the bottle. Just got to
As-
slug half of it. Just
as the
swigging.
equivalent to one dose
Oh, goodness
for an
me.
adult. I'm
See,
like,
there's something to be said, Sid, about growing up in the 80s. There's something to be said, mate. We grew up tough. Not like these pussies. Come on. Jesus. Anyway, let's not bring the
Well-
deity into anything. It's not his fault.
let's not talk about the cats. It's fine.
Yeah.
So, if that's the first time you've seen us on the screen,
Yeah. Welcome.
hello.
And welcome.
Hello.
Welcome to
And
our
welcome.
two dads. And, you know, we are two dads.
Yeah.
But we're not TWO dads. The reason why it's TOO is because we're too much like dads.
Too much like dads.
And if you're new, you'll stick around and you'll
Which
you'll
I had to
see.
explain to one of our new subscribers this week.
Oh, did
She
you?
was like, yeah,
Yeah.
she tried to put it in like 5 different ways. I'm going, no, it's two. Not the number 2.
Not the number 2. The TOO. Too much
Just
like.
2 dads. No, I said we are just 2 dads.
We are.
It's not the name
Here we go.
of the podcast. So,
That's right. That's right.
yes, welcome. The
Apologies.
2 cornerstones of being a dad
Oh.
are the jokes and the puns.
Foundational.
There's no
Super
dad
foundational.
anywhere that doesn't
No.
enjoy a good
The good puns.
joke or pun. Maybe not for Vladimir, but he's probably the only dad that doesn't enjoy a good joke or a pun
No.
because he's a maniac.
There's something. There's a stubby short
But
there, mate. Stubby short there.
We
of a six-pack.
digress.
Yeah.
We-
let's
we
get on to it.
digress.
Speaking of puns, what?
Okay.
Come on, you're always out and about.
No, I must apologize, my friend. I must apologize. As it was
Oh, jeez.
highlighted by one of the friends of the podcast that said Phil never got to do his joke.
Ah.
He never got to do
Well,
his
my
joke last time.
my pun.
So I'm going to let you go first.
Well,
man.
my pun, I saw this, and this is the one time that I did get out of the house, and it just goes to show how the universe does speak to you when you call on it. Louis Transport, let us take a load off your mind. That was the signage on the side of the truck. I couldn't snap a photo. Apologize because I don't have the skill set as well down as what the other man has, because he's basically driving with his knees as he drives around town, snapping photos. You do that. I know you do. Don't lie.
Well, the car
Yes.
has a lot of electronics.
But that's what it was. Louis Transport. Let us take a load off your mind.
Let us
good's
take
that?
a load off your mind.
There you go. How's that for a pun?
That is very good. That is,
But you
that
remember,
is a good
see, I
pun for
remembered
business.
that. I remembered that. When I need to take a load off my mind, just bring
You'll
up
go
Louis
for Louis Transport.
Louis Transport, exactly. So thank you to that subscriber who remembered. I'd completely forgotten. We're trying to stick to a new format here. And
Natalie.
Oh, there you
Shout
go.
out to
Thanks,
Natalie.
Shout out, Natalie. Thank you. Appreciate you thinking of me. All right, let's
So-
move on.
You like food that's well catered,
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
and you like, so obviously you'd want to go for the top shelf.
Oh, you don't muck around. You go
You
for the
know.
good stuff.
No one's going to muck around.
Yeah.
So, of course, you're going to choose top nosh.
Top nosh.
Top
Nosh
nosh.
being nosh.
Nosh,
Top
as
nosh,
in
mate. Yes. Nosh being
slang
food.
word for food.
Yes.
Top nosh caterers.
Tosh, look at that. That's clever. That is
Top-notch
great.
caterers.
I give that top marks.
So unlike ex-con caterers from House Party, that's a reference that not many people are going to
There's
get.
not many people
House
are going to know
Party.
that. No.
Ex-con caterers, where we do cooking right, just like the warden used to.
Oh man,
No,
top
it's all right.
notch.
Yeah, so
See?
top-notch caterers.
Great,
Top-notch
great marketing.
caterers.
Great marketing.
Absolutely great.
Where was that? Is that something you snapped on your travels?
That was on the Westgate Freeway. I've
there
had
you
that for a while, just haven't had the chance to use it.
Okay, no, that's good. Like it.
So, you enjoy flooring?
Flooring?
Obviously.
I love good flooring. I mean, you want to be comfortable when you walk.
So you
course.
want to know
Mm.
that the provider or for the contractor,
Yeah.
you want to know that the contractor's good,
Of course.
obviously, because
comments on floors.
they got you covered.
Oh, the flooring have got you.
Blinds and curtains. My apologies. Blinds, curtains, and awnings.
Sorry, it's gonna be a lot
As
of
Phil just empties a lung.
Oh man, I think I just lost a lung. Got you covered. Blinds, curtains, shutters, and
Got you
awnings.
covered.
Got you covered. That's
Snapped this last Sunday.
look at the good. See, people are using the grey
Richmond.
stuff to differentiate themselves in the market, as opposed to
Yeah.
Smith's blinds or something.
Yeah.
It's got you covered.
Simon's blinds. See,
Yeah.
this is so much better.
So much
So
better.
much better.
Good pun. I love it.
And that's not one that we've had in the past.
No.
It's not from a sector that we've had in the past.
No,
So
no, we haven't had it from. We've had
blind
electricians.
merchants
Yeah.
doing
We've
well.
had Artie Farty. We've had Artie Farty. Artie Farty's still one of my favourites, I have to admit.
Artie
Artie
Farties.
Farty.
I'm going to go
Farty.
in. We will do a live cross from Artie Farty one. I'm sure the
Oh.
owners are just hilarious.
Mate, Artie Farty.
Hilarious, they would be.
2 thumbs up. What else you got
So,
for us before we kick off into
You know,
the important stuff?
the industry that helps people move house. You know,
Of course, yes.
Surely it's a zone for punnage, but these people have gone one notch up
Oh, they've taken
because they've actually
raised the bar.
invested in the emotional part
Oh.
of when relationships fall apart.
Wow.
I know this is sounding a bit,
You're built, mate.
morbid. I'm building
You're building it up, mate. You're building it up.
So the relationship falls apart,
Yep.
and one needs to move on.
Move on.
Move on removals.
Beg your
Oh, I laughed so much.
Move on. Look at that. And look, and the arrow.
So there's some line
also
down
in a
there that
house.
says when
Look at that.
moving on, or something like that. I can't quite see it, but look, it looks good.
No, it's moved. It's
It's emphasising-
www.moveonremovals.com.au.
www.moveonremovals.
Yeah, it's their web address. But move on.
A great pun.
There you go.
Great
See,
pun. See,
it's just these are the things you remember. It's about market differentiation, as in clever marketing.
and
Everywhere-
as a bonus,
before we get into the
I
good
just-
stuff,
I just found this hilarious. Avocado for you. I think for this podcast, I may actually kill you. At some
oh
point.
man, I'm gonna lose both lungs. Oh man,
So
avocado for you, love it, clever. See, there's no limit. Everything is on the table when it comes to a pun. There's nothing that's off the table.
it's happy birthday, avocado for you.
Avocado for you. Look at
It's
that.
great fun.
Love it.
It's great
Good
fun.
find. Good find.
Yeah, I laughed at that one.
Nice.
So, for all my life,
Mm.
I just do not have any faith in stairs. I don't.
No?
I do not trust stairs. You know why?
What is that?
Because they're always up to something. I think I've broken it. I've broken
broken
Uncle
me.
Phil.
You've broken me. They are always up to something, stairs.
I
Dodgy
don't
things
trust
that they
stairs
are.
because
Oh, man.
they're always up to something.
Oh, that's such a dad joke. That is just pure dad joke.
So
Love it.
I'm trying not to overhype episode 34 of
What
the
is
Two Dads
episode
podcast.
34? Who's
I
copping
am
a love letter?
I am very proud of the title of this love letter for common sense. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. I've still got my lungs. Let's go.
Episode 34
Yep.
of the Two Dads podcast is
Yes.
called What the NFT is Crypto.
Oh man, yes. Yep. I'm just
You've
write
been
that
waiting
down.
for this one.
Oh yeah. I tell you what it
what
is.
the what
It's
the
on the tax
NFT
office's
is
hit
crypto.
list, is what it is. It's
Yeah.
right on their hit list. Yep.
Now,
It's-
I'm just going to share with everyone that
Mhm.
I feel I need to preface this with the fact that it comes from a point of pure ignorance.
Okay.
We know a little bit. Well,
We know
I know
very
a little
little.
bit,
I know a little bit.
but it just seems like it comes from a point of pure ignorance because
Okay.
I loosely know what cryptocurrency actually
Mhm.
is.
Mhm. Yes.
Obviously, it is a complete spill against the established financial
Mhm.
institutions.
Institutions. Yes. Stock exchanges.
I understand it is a virtual of a currency.
Correct. That is correct. So it doesn't. You don't.
I'm just trying
feel it.
to allow us as dads to unpack
Yeah.
what we believe is an eye roller ourselves, because the amount of people that we have met or
Mhm.
always
of
try
people,
to
yeah.
show us
Yeah. Yeah.
on the
A lot of people.
platform that they're using, how much they're investing
A lot
in
of
something
people.
that's essentially worthless.
Well, it's interesting because it. I mean, it's in the news every second day. It's
Yeah.
quite volatile, and and when it
Extremely volatile.
and when it crashes, we're talking cliff. We're not talking, slide. We're talking an absolute cliff.
Yeah.
It can just take a nosedive. And look, there's a lot of people that made a lot of money on it. It's not.
No,
That's, it's
we
also
are
definitely have made a lot of money.
told that there's a lot of people that made a lot of
Yeah.
money on it.
Well,
But I
true.
think the only people that are actually making money are the ones who start the currency off.
Potentially.
So the
I mean,
Dogecoin. Let's
yeah.
go to the Dogecoin
Yes. Yes.
that was founded on a meme.
Mhm.
All right,
Well,
maybe we need to just kind of explain it to a point where the average person can just kind of
well,
understand,
I think the
and
intent
and then
behind
we'll
of
go from there.
yeah, I think the intent behind cryptocurrencies, in my understanding, is some of them do support the NFT space as well. So that way you trade in certain cryptocurrencies.
And do you know what
And
NFT stands for?
I don't know what the definition. I'm gonna claim ignorance here as well. I understand the
Yep.
concept of an NFT, um, but I don't I don't know what the definition itself, the acronym NFT stands for. But NFT can effectively be almost anything within the digital space, uh, because it's something that you purchase and then you own. And as a result of you making that purchase, the creator of that NFT receives the benefit as well. And that's why you see
Okay,
a
so
lot of
let's
artists and you see a lot of music
yep.
artists
So let's
actually
just
get into this
say
space.
so let's just say I've made an image of this.
Yep, yep. It's an electronic
I
image.
I own the image. It's an
Yep,
electronic image.
yep.
So I place this
Yep.
on the platforms that host
Yeah, Open Seas is one I think it's called.
that
Yeah.
host the virtual for currency.
Yep.
Then if you purchase this, so I pass it over to you,
Yep.
I still maintain rights
Yes, that's
as
right.
the originator.
Yep, and you can get you
So
you get a
every
you get money
person
any
then, every person
transactions.
that decides, oh, I like that image, I'll
Mhm.
I will purchase that image
Mhm.
for however much the price is,
Yep.
and then the blockchain technology is what
Yes.
holds cryptocurrency in
Correct.
place.
Correct. That's right.
So this
It
NFT,
affects the transfer. Mhm.
it's something that's I still don't know if anyone's going to understand what we're saying, but it
Hey, it's big.
this item can be sold as many times.
Oh, infinity. There's no end. There's as
Yeah.
many times as you want.
So
You can
every
flip it.
time you
People
use it
flip them.
somewhere, there is like a royalty. So
Correct.
if I buy this image and I
Mhm.
use it anywhere in my life,
Yep.
on
Or
whatever
on-sell it.
platform I'm using it on,
Mm-hmm.
there is a royalty that gets paid to the person who
Yep, that's right.
originally made it,
Exactly.
and
As
that's an
opposed,
NFT.
yep, that's
So
right.
the value of the NFT, it's like art,
Correct.
but that can be sold 1,000,000 times
Over.
or
Yep,
more.
yep.
So each time it
And
gets
it's
sold, the person who actually owns the art
and created it. Yep. The originator.
has a royalty,
That's
and
right.
you apparently there's no way around it.
No, no, no. You can't break that. That's the contract. That's
Yeah,
the purpose
because
of
of what
having
they
it on
call
that
the
platform.
blockchain
Yep. Exactly.
uh, technology that is the basis
Exactly.
for the cryptocurrency.
And a lot of artists, whether it be graphic or music artists, Snoop Dogg, for example, a lot of his stuff
Yep.
has moved onto NFT. NFTs is a big thing. I do know people who flip NFTs. They purchase an NFT and then they'll on sell it at a higher price, and then the difference is the margin that they make.
So I
It's
guess
big
it's like the
business.
thing you buy when
Big
it's
business.
unpopular,
Well, I guess the thing is trying to
and then as
exactly
the
trying to pick.
popularity increases,
Yeah,
the value of what you've bought also increases.
yeah, and it can, if you're looking to flip it, well, it could be a short period of time. There could be something which the image is very rare. There's only maybe one,
Yep.
two of, or so the longer you hold on to it, potentially the more value, because you do get people approach you saying, are you in the market to sell your NFT? And then you put a price,
Yep.
and then someone can say, well, yeah, I'll sell it, or I won't sell it. I'll hang on to it. It's a matter of, I guess, determining the best price you can get. And as I understand it, the currency used, um, I'm not sure if it's across all NFTs, but I know that Ethereum is used for the purchase of
Yep.
NFTs. Um, then you have all
Um,
these other currencies that are
Bitcoin.
used. Yeah, I think Bitcoin's another one. Don't know if
Mhm.
Dogecoin is, but there are
So,
others that you can,
yeah.
I think, are used for the purpose of um, transacting for the purchase of NFTs, both buy and selling, right? So,
And if a Dogecoin was started by an Australian guy actually,
well, was it?
and he just started it, yeah, as a joke. He's a journalist,
There you go.
and even now he's annoyed, like because it was something to like highlight
The
how
ridiculousness of it.
the space for digital of a currency is like the wild wild west.
Well, it is. I mean, you can see that the market fluctuates. I'm gonna full disclosure. Do I have crypto? I've dabbled. When I say dabbled, I'm talking very low dollars.
Yeah, $5 or $10 you can have a play.
Very low amount. Like I
Yeah.
think I've put in 150 and I've made $50 out of it. I
Yeah.
probably not even now. I think it's gone backwards.
Yeah, but do you have the $50 in your hand?
No,
Or
it's
is it
all. It's still the value is
$50?
there. So the value
Yeah.
it did increase and then it went back because the market crashed. So I
Yeah.
started with 100. I got up to 150 and I think I'm down to 98 or something like that.
Yeah.
I did it more for an experiment, just to see, well, how volatile is this? Because you speak with people and you hear conversations. I have some family members, some of the younger generation that do it as well.
I think that,
You know,
I think if the J Man also has some as well, but
look,
I switch off when he
like
talks about it. So.
like anything, you always want to diversify your investments. I wouldn't go putting all my eggs in one basket, but also be aware of the tax implications. It's an asset, and in Australia, anything that's an asset that gains in value, there's a capital gain, and you got to pay the tax man. And
Yeah, but are you only going to get to that point when you go back to your exchange and remove your real money?
well, exactly. If you pull the
If
money
it
out
just
and you
sits on the
got cash,
platform and you
yeah. If
watch
it
it
sits,
all
no, it does
fluctuating,
nothing.
yeah,
Well, no, arguably,
no,
I think if you sell them, it's like the share market.
yeah,
You're right.
well,
If it's like the
yeah,
share market, you
that's what I'm
sell the
saying.
shares, yeah. But otherwise, it's just it just sits there. Um, look,
And a lot of what's
it's not.
in the
Yeah.
market is anonymous
Oh, man, there's so many
and not,
coins.
yeah.
You know how many coins? Like the volume of coins is just ludicrous, right? And they all you read if you go through and read what their purpose is and what they do, and they all
Hmm.
sound very similar. They just have a different name. meant to decentralize the market and this and that and
Yeah.
make transactions quicker and all that sort of thing. I mean,
They
arguably,
all have some kind of ethos where
they do. They do.
there's a lot of social media around them as well, like to hype them up, because then it makes people excited. It makes people think, yeah, I'll go buy some of that. So when you see the line and the value keeps going up, the
Yeah.
more popular
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah, exactly. But I think we're
And
also starting to find that there's more opportunities to use cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin to make other types of transactions as well, like for
there's one
purchases.
place in Melbourne. There
There
is
you go. See?
there's a guy that owns a rooftop bar
Yeah.
in Melbourne, and he takes payment for Bitcoin.
So then, how do you
They
determine
interviewed
the
him, and he
price
said
in
still
Bitcoin?
he's only had like one or two people
But I'm
that
just
have tried
wondering,
to pay it.
like if
Yeah, I don't know
like
what the exchange
this,
rate is. Like, what do you? Yeah,
like this, what
yeah,
$6? We'll say $6 in our
yeah.
currency. What does that equate to in Bitcoin? Is it whatever the value of Bitcoin is at $6 worth of Bitcoin? Is it
Yeah.
that equivalent, or is there more? Do you have to pay more Bitcoin? I don't. That's going to take a long time before we get to that point of people being
Yeah,
comfortable.
because it's like if you go to that bar and you decide I'll pay in francs
Yeah.
instead of paying in Australian dollars,
Well,
it's the same thing. So then they've got to work out, okay,
what the
with the
exchange rate
current
is.
exchange rate, or from
Well,
wherever you get it,
arguably,
how much
you go to
is
one
the
of those places and change your money into Aussie dollars, right? That's what you do because there's a set exchange rate. Who sets the exchange rate? Is
That's
the
right.
market? You know what I'm
It's
saying?
unregulated
It's
for digital
whatever.
currency. It's
Exactly.
whatever someone's going to tell you.
It's
You know,
exactly right.
and you know what a haven for organized crime it is. All those are for ransomware and organizations that all their information on their servers are
Yeah.
held for ransom.
Yeah.
These people want to be paid in
Yeah.
some sort of a digital currency.
I'd half argue that our currency is already digital. How much do you use paper currency?
It's not much, but in the background, Phil, there's
Oh,
a
true.
market, there's a whole economy, there's a government regulations. It's not.
Yeah, but we could go. I mean, if we wanted to, we could get not. Eventually, you could move to the point where you don't need notes and coins. You do
Yes.
everything digitally anyway, right? You've got
Yeah.
Apple Pay, you've got a credit card, and you just tap
Mm.
and go. You don't really need physical dollars on you. I think that's just more
Yeah.
generational, right? I think
Yeah.
our generation, Gen X, are starting to. We're really using that. It's probably the baby boomers that still carry cash and get cash out of the. Like I haven't pulled money out of a ATM for probably a decade. I can't remember the last time I went to an ATM.
Well,
Couldn't tell you.
and certainly not by gunpoint. So,
No, well that's right. Well, exactly. So
but
look,
I
is there a space for it?
fundamentally think
Is there a space for it? You think?
I just think it's a lie that's been sold. That's been sold to ignorant people that have a fundamental distrust for the apparatus that is the financial sector,
Yeah, no,
and it's all about against the global. It's all against of globalization, and we're gonna. This is the whole thing that you're sold, that you're going to show the big banks how they're wrong and how they can't run the world this way.
I think it's
Look,
it's pushing it up a hill.
it's like this tea, Phil.
What is that tea? Good Earth.
See the good earth,
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, it's just ginger,
Yeah. Turmeric and
turmeric, and
lemon.
lemon.
Yep.
Biodegradable.
Yep.
That's enough. If you like it, that's enough. But why? What is with that rubbish?
The eco-friendly packaging.
Read it out.
Refreshingly good. We're part of a network of like-minded individuals Businesses and communities working together toward a common goal, protecting the future of our planet. Eco-friendly packaging. I mean, is that the box? Is that where the tea's in? Oh, there's
And
more.
then there's
A
more.
bright world view, a cozy hug of positivity, and lots of color. See the world through our eyes. It's a breath of fresh air. Wow.
And there's even more.
Oh, wow, there's more. How am I supposed to read that? Born to be bold. When you're born in the 1970s, you've got no chance of coming out boring. That's why all our beverages are packaged with natural ingredients and bold flavors to invigorate and rejuvenate the soul. A colorful cup, zinging with lemon and a lively kick of turmeric and ginger, a wonderful start to the day. Hey,
Now,
how am I
I
not
haven't
on
had to-
radio? How am I not on radio? I don't understand. Come on. Come on.
Now,
Sorry.
I only had to go to the pantry in the Western Studios in order to get this.
To get that.
So my Shakira, obviously, but
Yep.
I'm just making the point
The
that
point is, make it. Let's make it. Because I know what you're trying to get
because
to.
this kind of stuff sells based upon the hype. So all for digital currency, it's moving along, skyrocketing on the hype,
I agree.
but it has zero foundation. It is completely
It's just the only
in
reason.
the air.
Yeah, it is. There's
It's held
substance.
together
Where's the
by hopes and
substance?
dreams.
What's the substance? Where's the
Yeah,
substance? Where's the
because everyone wants to
thing?
be, oh yeah, I'm a Bitcoin billionaire, whatever you want to say.
Well,
But
it's all as good until you pull the money out, then you got to pay the tax man, right?
and plus, the only people that are making the money is the exchanges, the ones that
Oh
are,
yeah,
because
the ones that are running it
often,
all. Yeah, they're
so
making a
often
lot
what
of
happens, someone will
transactions.
start up a coin,
Mhm.
they manage to hype it up, they manage to get Matt Damon, to
Yeah,
say something about it. Everyone
and
hops on. Oh,
everyone
you
loads
got to
on.
get this coin. You got to
Everyone
get
loads
this
on.
coin.
Yeah,
This coin is cool. Blah blah blah. And then the value goes up and up and up. And those people that start it, they wait until it reaches the peak. Then they,
pull the rug.
yeah. Then
Yeah.
they go to an exchange, empty out everything that they have. Then
Yep.
all those people that have bought that coin
Mhm.
and seen the value skyrocketed, once it's reached such a high value, the people that have originated, they sell everything.
Yeah, and that's why
And
it
then all of a
plummets.
sudden the value goes,
That's why. Yeah, that's
plummets
why it
right down.
nosedives. Yeah.
Yeah. And all those hopeful investors are stuck.
Just been out of cash. And some of them
Yeah.
put like I've put $100 in.
Yeah.
Some people put coin into this stuff on the hope that if I put 6 figures, I needed to just move X number of percentage, and I've made 7 figures, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's yeah, I don't know.
And
If
it's
that's
a
the case,
haven for organized crime
put it
because
in
they
iron
can use
ore.
it for laundering money.
Oh, of course, yeah, of course I can.
And
Yeah.
it's all anonymous and the governments have no control over it.
Oh, I think that. Don't worry. I'm pretty sure that the federal government and the tax office are all over it and keeping an eye on things. That's for sure. I'm sure the operators that on the platforms that provide the transactions of purchasing and selling,
But
they're
they
all
don't have an
legitimate.
office somewhere. They're not
Oh,
in a
some do.
country with,
Some do. Some do have offices somewhere. I mean, I do know of one that does have an office.
yeah.
Yeah, here. Yeah, here.
Oh, well.
I do know people that work
I,
in this
I
establishment.
stand corrected.
Yeah, they are here, and I do know that they work, and I do know they do everything above board. Because all they are in exchange, in the sense of you purchase off them, there's a transaction fee, you sell, there's a transaction fee. That's
Yep.
how they operate. That's how they're able
That's
to
what
make
I'm
their
saying.
income.
It's the exchanges that are
Yeah, and
making
it's
their money.
based on the volume of what you buy and sell. It's a percentage of that. So, a small transaction might be 1 cent. A big transaction could be $1,000, right?
Yep.
So look, I'm a little bit with you. I think it's in its infancy, but because it's so unregulated, it does make me nervous. My purpose of
Yep.
jumping on it was purely for experimental purposes. And it's $100. If I
Yep.
lose it, I'm not tipping any more than that. You can forget it, right?
Yeah.
I'm not going to sit there and retire on it. I'd much rather pump money into super, knowing that is invested in something which is growing. And yes, there's fluctuations in
and
the
real.
market, but over time, it's invested in companies that are working for that fund, right?
Yeah.
So
So
I just think
I hope
people,
that helps everyone.
yeah,
It is a
just
love
be
letter of
careful.
common sense.
Be
Yeah,
careful.
it's not the answer for everything.
No,
You know.
hard work, mate. Hard work and super. Pump it into super. That's my
Updates.
advice. Ah,
I
we've got three
don't
minutes and
wanna
45
say-
seconds
Yeah, I
to
know.
get through this.
I don't think it needs to be
We called
spoken
it.
about.
And she's broke,
We
mate.
called
She's
it.
broke.
Yeah.
That's the reason why she
As a
took him.
joke.
She's broke. That's the reason why she sued him in the first place to get money. Now she's got to pay him. There you go, karma.
And the caption is I haven't lied about anything.
Nah, not at all. Not a
Of course
thing.
not.
Good
So,
to see Johnny cleared.
why didn't Han Solo enjoy his steak dinner?
Oh,
If you don't get this, you're
is
gonna
this a
hate yourself.
Chewbacca? It's got something to do with Chewbacca. It has to. Has to do something with
Because
Chewbacca.
it was chewy.
He was Chewy.
Oh. And he's
I
broken
knew
the
it.
puffer bell.
I knew I've broken the. Mate, I sound like I'm a day of pack smoker, don't I? Jesus, it's bad.
Why don't pirates
Mm.
take a bath before they walk the plank? Why don't pirates take a bath
before
they walk the plank?
Oh, what is it? I know. I feel like I should know this. Why?
You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Because they just wash up on shore.
On that note, call an ambulance.
Call an ambulance.
Sorry, folks. I apologize. I should be better next week. Oh, man. They just wash up on shore. Yes, they do. Brilliant.
And another shout out for Natalie.
Mm.
She also snapped a photo. Obviously, it hasn't worked because you can't fit all of it in it. But that's the pot dealer's van.
Is that the pot dealer's van? I was going to say, I recognize those leaves.
That's the pot dealer's van.
Good on you, pot dealer. Good to see you. There you go. It's real. I love it. Thanks, Natalie. See?
So we hope that somehow helped everyone to kind of, because you hear it all the time. It's everywhere.
Yeah, I know. Just be cautious, people. Just
all
be
the
cautious.
currencies that are virtual, they are virtual for a reason.
Yeah.
So will your wallet be when you think that you've got a lot of money, and if you don't sell out,
no, keep it in.
Look, it's the same as the stock market, but there's just no.
There's no regulation.
It's the wild, wild west.
It really is. It really is. Whereas at least in the stock market, it's regulated. There's checks and balances, and that's what you want. So you still got to make good investments.
On hopes and dreams. And
you still got to make good investments on the stock exchange. Don't get me wrong.
Yep.
But at least there's more regulation. There's more eyes looking at it. So yeah, just be careful with crypto, people. I'm not saying don't do it. Just be very, very careful. All right, we're open to it, but yeah.
So please remind everyone of our socials.
Our socials, of course. Our email address is toodads, TOODADS.PC@gmail.com, and you'll find us here on YouTube because we've got the faces for it and voices for Spotify. And that's the Two Dads podcast, and we're on Anchor. So yeah, just look us up. If you're new, please hit like and subscribe.
Share,
and thanks for coming and joining us.
Enjoy our bantering.
Until next time.
Say hi to your mums for us.
Adios.
Adios, muchachos.